What's up, guys? It's your boy Lewis Land. As you can see from the title, I'll be sharing my opinion on this hot topic called miming and also what it means for an artist in modernity. So first of all, I'd like to thank all you guys for showing support on my last video. It wasn't easy sharing my piece, and at the end of the day, as an artist, you have to have principles to live by and you go stand on business. So that was done, that's been said, and let's get back to the video. So what is miming? So miming is basically playing an instrument or singing over a piece of recording that was pre-recorded, and this has been done by big platforms such as you have the Super Bowl, you have Soul Train. So I basically grew up listening to Soul Train. My dad was a DJ back in the 80s and collected a lot of vinyls, and I remember watching Don Corleone, I believe that's his name, from Soul Train, presenting, and I saw a lot of these big artists that could play, obviously, and I saw that they were not playing. You could hear that is actually mimed, and it was fascinating because I started to think about it as a kid, but then growing up, I got to understand the reasons why things are done that way, because obviously you have a big production. They're trying to make everything perfect, and that brings it back to modern artists today and what we're facing as artists. So with the rise of social media, with the rise of short form content like TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram, it hasn't been easy for the small artist or for the newer artist. So basically you have to put out a lot of content and you have to make sure it sounds good, it looks good, is marketable. So today, just having skills is not enough. You need to do more. You need to have a good lit background. You have to have a marketable image. You have to have all this going on for you and still hope to make it at the end of the day. It isn't easy, but these are the problems that we're faced with as artists today. So this is my opinion. When can an artist mime? So as you can see, if you're an artist 360 degrees, you're looking to do music videos, miming is necessary, is an art, is a skill you need to have so that the music video looks real, in the sense of it looks marketable. So that being said, you have music videos as an artist, you have live sessions, you have promotions. So you have to look at where you can piece certain contents and where you need to mime. So miming can come into this aspect, but my first rule for miming is that you need to play, or you need to know how to play what you're miming. So if you don't know how to play what you're miming, you're basically deceiving the audience. And already miming as a form is a certain form of deception, but still, if the audience knows that you can play what you're miming, then I believe that is fine, because the audience is aware. If they go to your show, they see that you know how to play, you're actually playing the song, you actually produced the song, you actually played on the song. So that is no longer deception. But what is deception is when you're playing something that you can mime, like when you're speeding it down, then playing it at a low speed, then speeding it up and miming to it. That is fucking terrible. I'm sorry to say, that is fucking terrible. You shouldn't do that, because that is pure deception and that is propaganda. So when it comes to miming, as I said, first rule is that you need to be able to play what you're miming. And then the second rule is you need to have a concept. And by concept, I mean a video entertainment concept. So if you're just miming, just you and your guitar, just you and your bass, or just you singing, and there's no concept behind, then that is crazy work. I'm sorry to say. So, for example, the mimings that I do for my videos, I make some clones. As you can see, I'll just post it here. So I make some clones because I'm a multi-instrumentalist. I play the bass, I play the drums, I play the guitar, and I sing. I play also the keys. So I make clones of myself playing all together. Anybody looking at this can understand this is entertaining. One, two, this person is a multi-instrumentalist, so obviously this person knows how to play multiple instruments. Three, there's a video concept behind it, which is creative. So you always have to have in mind that you're making content with a creative concept. So another concept is me making videos of myself playing different instruments and then editing this almost like a music video in which I'm cutting into each 3-5 seconds, because what I'm trying to do is entertain the audience, mainly the audience, because you have two different kind of audience. You have the audience that are non-musicians, then you have the audience that are musicians. So what I'm trying to do in that concept is entertain, sometimes both, but mainly is the audience that are non-musicians. So those are quick cuts, 3-5 seconds. I make these videos very entertaining. The background is well lit. You know, as you can see behind me, I have this vinyl records. I have the keyboard. So everything is very colorful, just to say. So having that behind, having that video concept, I think that is fine doing that to mime out, because then you're giving the audience something that's entertaining. And even for musicians, you're giving them something that's entertaining, especially when they know that you can play this and you can play everything that you're miming. So to conclude, miming is not bad. It can save you a lot of time. It can make you sound perfect. But in the meantime, to ensure that you're not deceiving the public or brands or venues, you need to post other content showing also your realness. So basically, you need to post behind the scenes where you're just playing or rehearsing, where it's showing even the mistakes you're making, whatever, as long as you're showing that you can play what you're actually miming. So you also have to post your live shows. This will ensure that, you know, the public sees what they're paying. So anyone that wants to come to your show know that, okay, I see your miming, but in the same time, I've seen your live show is dope. And that gives you a more 360 degrees. That's what I call a 360 degree artist, is someone that is able to make videos where they're miming. They're able to do their live shows. They're able to put out music videos. They're able to do behind the scenes. So they're showing you different aspects. They're showing you different aspects of themselves, and you can see what the message is, and you're not being deceived, or you're not being and you're not being propagandized. Is that a word? Anyway, fuck it. That being said, thanks for listening up to this point. And if you'd like to share your opinion, do leave your comments below, and make sure you like, share. Y'all know what it is. We keep on standing on business here. That's what we do. Peace.